Today, I am so excited. We have with us Elisabeth Nguyen. She is a co author of a book about her brother, Cardinal Nguyen van Thuan. And it is an amazing book. It's called Man of Joy and Hope. This man was held for 13 years in a communist prison in Vietnam, 9 of those in solitary confinement. And he is on his way to sainthood. Elisabeth, welcome to the show.
Good morning, Pat.
It is so good to hear your voice again. And thank you so much for saying yes to do this little snippet with us. So I'm going to get right to it. This is an amazing book. So tell us, why did you help write this book?
Well, many people have asked that question. I was reluctant for a long time because writing about your own people sometimes is difficult. And also going back to some very sad and dark moments of that period. But then Father Leclerc said to me, we have the mandate, and also we have the responsibility to bring the legacy and the message of that person to other people. It's not just because of our own feelings that we should do that. And that really helped me to make a decision to write that.
Oh, well, and it is. It is just a wonderful book. I want to ask Elisabeth, because I think you give just amazing backgrounds on your family and how you grew up and all of that. But since we have a short amount of time, I want to get right to your brother's imprisonment. So how did he kind of find joy and hope and endure this 13 years? How did he do that?
Well, this is a question that everybody was asking after his release. And so he said to us, before he even explained in some of his sermons, he said that the most difficult moment was the solitary confinement at the beginning of his prison life in 1976. And that was a very, very awful time when he was completely on the floor, lying in that tiny cell, windowless, with only one hole on the floor to be able to put his nose by and breathe the air from outside. And he said that the treatment was extremely difficult, and he was filled with hatred to people who came in and treated him very inhumanly. But then one day, in the middle of all of that, and he said to God, the lady who come in to clean me because they don't let me go out to relieve myself, therefore I dirty the cell. Mm-hmm. And she comes in and she calls me with all kinds of names and she holds me down. And I just feel with hatred. And I shouldn't be filled with hatred being a Christian, never mind a bishop. Mm-hmm. And for days he was just, God, let me get off this hatred feeling. And one night he said that in all of that darkness, he heard a voice. Francis, you are filled with my love. So why do you doubt this in this moment? You still feel with love of God. And all of that hatred and evilness and all the things that they do and all this torture and violence, this is all of that, all of this is on the cross that I carry. Don't you recognize my cross in all of this? And this is you can recognize my crucified face in all of this evilness. And he said, that really shook him up. He said, wow. I felt that I did not recognize the cross that Jesus Christ has carried for us, for me, and for humanity. And he continues to carry, in all of this darkness I did not recognize. And the next day, he completely took the courage to tell that lady who came in and say, you know, I have nothing against you, and I know you have nothing against me personally. We don't know each other. It's your job to do this, and it's my position as a prisoner to be here and dirty this cell like this due to conditions. But I know that between us there is nothing personal. And he said, the moment he said all of those words, the soft look in the lady appears, and all of that hatred just slowly dissipates.
Oh.
And he said to me that, and to others, that was the moment that he recognized the crucified Christ in all of this darkness.
Wow. What a story. I mean, that is just amazing. And certainly then he found his joy and hope in that cross. So,
That's
Elisabeth, yeah, I want you to tell our audience a little bit about where he is in this canonization process, your role in it. We have a couple minutes left.
Yes. Most of the people who call me thought that he's still the servant of God. But on 2017 November, Pope Francis has elevated him to the rank of venerable.
Mm-hmm.
So it is, after that, it will be blessed. And we are just praying, and I'm hoping the viewers and the listeners will keep on praying for a miracle, asking for intercession so that he could be declared blessed.
Yeah. So have you been involved in that process at all, Elisabeth?
Yes, I am very much involved in that because I am the translator from Vietnamese to English and French, all of the testimonies that are sent in. And so along with other people, we go and collect all the testimony, especially the testimonies of the prison guards that guarded him. And so they gave very long testimonies about their friendship in prison with the Cardinal. And so I was involved in a sense that I have to arrange for testimony interviews. And so the interviewer from Vatican went to all over the place in New York, California, Canada, in Germany, France, everywhere. And those from Vietnam were sent in by mail, by email. And then we translate that in different languages. Yeah.
Oh, Elisabeth, thank you so much for taking time to be with us today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me. And please keep asking people to pray.
Will do. Have a good week ahead. We've been talking to Elisabeth Nguyen. The book is called Cardinal Nguyen van Thuan. There we go. Man of Joy and Hope. It's an excellent book. And I believe this man will be a saint and he can teach us so much. So do what Elisabeth said. Turn to him for intercession.